Pilot held with Ganja at Manley Airport pleads guilty, fined. The pilot from the Turks and Caicos Islands, who was charged April last year when parcels of Ganja were found in his suitcase at an airport, has pleaded guilty and was fined. Kenado Thomas, 37, was fined $15,000 for possession of ganja and over $260,000 for attempting to export ganja when he appeared in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court. King's Counsel Peter Champagne and attorney at law Simone Campbell, who represented Thomas, pleaded with the parish judge to be lenient with him. The charges of conspiracy to export ganja and dealing in ganja were dismissed. Thomas was on bail since May last year in the sum of $2 million, with surety, after his attorneys were successful in convincing the judge that despite his occupation, he was not a flight risk. Thomas, who at the time of the incident was employed to a well-known airline, was about to board an airplane at the Manley International Airport in Kingston that he was scheduled to fly when parcels of ganja weighing a total of 18 pounds was found in his suitcase. Cops refusing to activate body cameras in deadly operations, says Indicom. The Independent Commission of Investigations Indicom has again raised concern over the number of people being shot and killed by the security forces in instances where body-worn cameras are not activated or not worn. These incidents include dozens of planned police operations where persons end up dead and there is no record of the alleged shootout or confrontation that led to their demise. Indicom's Assistant Commissioner Hamish Campbell raised the issue during a press conference on Friday, where it was announced that 149 people were shot and killed by the security forces this year and another 66 shot and injured. Campbell outlined that 252 fatal and non-fatal shooting incidents in 2023. It is a remarkable feature that not a single one involved the deployment of a working worn body camera. One camera was deployed in a fatal shooting incident, but the officer failed to turn it on. That matter has been reported to the Commissioner of Police, Dr. Kevin Blake, and the Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF, stated Campbell. The Assistant Commissioner noted that officers have cited that they are either not trained in the use of the body-worn cameras despite wearing them, the station is not equipped with body-worn cameras, or that the issuing officer responsible were not present on occasion to deliver the cameras. Indicom strongly asserts that the body-worn cameras will enhance the evidence-gathering processes, allay the continuous public concern of alleged abuses of the security forces, and support traffic enforcement, Campbell remarked. He told the press conference that so far this year, 4 body-worn cameras were fixed to officers where they were engaged in non-fatal shooting incidents. Significantly, in 3 of those incidents, the cameras were not turned on. On the 4th occasion, the officer turned on the camera after the shooting, so we see a post-event matter where an injured person had been shot by the police, stated Campbell. Those matters are also reported to the Commissioner of Police, he noted. Campbell pointed out that while cameras are deployed in certain circumstances, there seems to be a pattern where they are not activated. And he said that as of October 31st, the number of people killed in planned police operation stood at 58 from 50 operations, representing 40% of those killed so far this year. Campbell emphasized that these people died in planned police operations where these specialized team are entering properties, yards, premises, and the person is ending up dead. In not one of those planned operations was body-worn cameras deployed, he added. JLP accuses PNP of hypocrisy over its concern of Dalrymple Philibert reinstatement. The Jamaica Labour Party JLP has rejected the People's National Party PNP concern over Marissa Dalrymple Philibert's expected candidacy in the upcoming by-election in Trelawney South, stating that it is another clear act of brazen and barefaced hypocrisy being depicted by the opposition. JLP Deputy General Secretary Charles Sinclair, in a statement on Thursday, that the party believes in the presumption of innocence, which is a fundamental pillar of Jamaica's legal system. He added that the JLP is careful about its selection of candidates, in particularly those who may have matters which are sub judice. Dalrymple Philibert has resigned as Member of Parliament for Trelawney Southern after the Integrity Commission's Director of Corruption Prosecution ruled that she will be charged in connection with the allegations that she made a false statement in her statutory declaration filed over the period 2015 to 2017 and 2018 to 2020. That matter remains before the courts. Despite this, JLP supporters in the constituency has made it clear that they want Dalrymple Philibert to return to the seat which she vacated over a year ago. The extenuating situation of Mrs. Dalrymple Philibert, indicating that she genuinely forgot to include in her declarations a vehicle which she did not use regularly, along with the overwhelming demand of the constituency for her to return, were taken into consideration in the decision to select her as the party's candidate, Sinclair declared. The Deputy General Secretary called the PNP hypocrites for their expression of concern over Dalrymple Philibert's impending candidacy, while highlighting members of the opposition who have been accused and in some cases convicted of serious crimes. The statement is another clear act of hypocrisy by the PNP and its leaders, for the PNP has among its rank a potential candidate, Ian Hills, who has been recommended by an anti-corruption gang agency for a criminal investigation, Michael Phillips, who is charged for breaches of the Integrity Commissioned Act, Dwayne Valls, who was charged and convicted for breaching the Integrity Commissioned Act, Philip Powell, Member of Parliament, who was convicted for breaches of the Firearms Act, and worst of all, Essex Buchanan, who has 2 convictions against him for narcotics trafficking of cocaine, Sinclair outlined. He added, history also reminds us that Councillor Troop, who was serving as deputy mayor, and former councillor Sylvan Reed were arrested and charged for illegal possession of firearms and breaches of scamming law, respectively, but were allowed to continue to serve in their respective capacities under the principle of innocent until proven guilty. Sinclair insists that the same principle should be applied to Dalrymple Philibert, as she had admitted in her infraction was caused due to genuine oversight on her part. It is clear the statement by the PNP is another attempt to deflect and go broke of Jamaican populace and must be rejected as baseless and hypocritical, Sinclair urged. Prime Minister Andrew Holness on Wednesday announced a by-election for Trelawney Southern and St. Andrew Northwestern, sending voters to the poll on November 22nd. With the PNP already spiraling that it will not contest any parliamentary election at this time, it is expected that Dalrymple Philibert will face little opposition in returning to the House of Representatives. 45 billion spark program should begin before year end, says Margon. Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, Robert Margon, is confident that the government's ambitious work program Spark, Shared Prosperity through Accelerated Improvement to our Road Network, will begin before the end of the year. Addressing a post-cabinet media briefing on Wednesday, Margon said the Public Investment Management Committee, PIMC, approved $45 billion for the road improvement program on Tuesday, October 29. He pointed out that with the approval of the PIMC, the program will now go to the Public Procurement Committee, where it is expected to be approved, and then it will go before the Infrastructural Committee and Cabinet. So we are on track for the first road to be fixed before the end of the year, Morgan stated. He told the media briefing that more than 600 community roads have been submitted to be repaired during the Spark Committee consultations. We have so far had consultation in 62 of 63 constituencies. Each constituent would have submitted approximately 10 roads each. We will not be fixing all 630 roads in the first year of the program, but a significant number will be procured, stated Margon, while he refused to name the constituency for which the work plan has been submitted. We will be having engagement with various stakeholders, such as Petrodram, to deal with asphalt production. We have been working with the presumed enterprise contractor about the alliances with the local contractors, who are very important partners in the Spark program, added Margon. He said Jamaicans will be able to track the roads to be repaired on the Spark, as a website is being finalized and is expected to go live in another 2 to 3 weeks. We will be publicizing the Spark website every single road that will be repaired and a presumptive timeline as to when they will be repaired, stated Margon. In the meantime, Stephen Shaw, Communication and Customer Service Manager at the National Works Agency, NWA, which will be implementing for Spark, has pointed out that through the program, Jamaica is investing not only in infrastructure but in a more prosperous country. We look forward to seeing Spark in action, building a better Jamaica, one road at a time, stated Shaw. Spark is set to rehabilitate hundreds of roads, incorporating upgrades such as pavement resurfacing, drainage improvement, and fiber optic duct installations. It will also enhance connectivity across the island, improving access to essential services, jobs, and educational opportunities for residents in both urban and rural areas. The Spark program is part of the NAA's ongoing push to enhance infrastructure island-wide, joining other initiatives such as the Relief Emergency Assistance and Community Help REACH, Capital Expenditure, and Southern Coastal Highway Improvement Project programs. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.